Good morning, everybody. Happy Thursday. I can't believe I'm even saying Thursday, but it's Thursday already. How's everybody doing today? Greetings, greetings, greetings. Hope everybody's doing great. We'll be starting in just a few seconds. Hope everybody's doing great. Please, please, please make sure you're watching at 1080p. You can go to the quality button right here. Right here. And make sure you're on 1080p, okay? And while you're there, how about the like button? How about that? If you don't mind, just one time. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Let me start with the names. Ooh, Jill, you're the first one today. We got Jill. Good morning, Jill. We got Stephen. We got James. We got John. Tom, David, Richard, Pete, Lydia, Javad is in the house. We got Robert. We got Richard. Hey, Richard. Good to see you. Proud of your daughter. Richard's daughter's been getting awards. The apple never falls far from the tree, folks. It never, ever falls far from the tree. Jeff, Kirk, Hopium, good morning. Vernon, Diana, Richard from Puente Gordes here. Beautiful, beautiful. Lawrence, Robert, Pat. Good morning, Cam. Yes, groovy people. I like that. Marks. We got Mark. We got Mike. We got Stefan. We got Cheese Grate Trader. Dave is here. Illinois grain farmer, Thomas, Santiago, CJ. Um, we got Christian. We got Sassy Trainer. We got Rick. We got Wesley. We got Genevieve. We got Matt, Moondog, Dr. Serena. Yay! Dr. Serena's in the house. I love it. We got Eduardo. We got Kevin. We got Delroy. We got Wardog. We got John. Good morning, John. I don't remember seeing you here before. Good morning. We got Cam. Cam is saying, what is Cam saying? Yes, thumbs up, please. Piet de Brock from the Netherlands is here. Kiang, aka Peanuts, is here. Ooh, Hampton with we've been invited to go to Hamptons with my wife's friend Greg for a while now. We really should take advantage of the situation. Wade, I could probably trade from there. I'm sure internet there is fantastic. Wade, Timothy, Scuba Chris, Ralph, Rachel, Art, Gregory. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Richard. I appreciate you saying that. Very, very nice. Very kind of you. He says, have a cup of coffee. My wife's answering the door, and I'm on the best show on earth. Thank you, Richard. John, Carrie, Bill, John DLR, Eagle Beagle's in the house. Hope your mom is doing well, Eagle. Dave, Peter. Hey, Peter. RJ. Hey, RJ. I'll talk about Palantir today, by the way. Steve, Tom, Moondog, William's in the house. Hey, William. Good to see you here. We got a lot of people here. That's what we got. We got Steve, Gregory, Jody, hey, Jahan. I think I'm getting it right. Jay Han. Rick. Hey, Rick. Good to see you, Rick. Doris, Mark, Sherman's in the house. Edgar, Duzzy. Karen the Shark is here. Jill says, actually, I was on the fourth sign to behind Ivano. Oh, okay. Ray, Chris, John, Scotty, Rebecca, Don. Good morning, Ivano, Arnulfo, and Penny. I didn't see you guys on here. I saw Jill was the first one that came on, actually. Oh, there you guys are. Now I see you. Yes. I had to scroll all the way to the top. Ivano, Arnulfo, Penny, good morning. Devin, good morning. Now I see it. You're right, Jill. You're right. See? I'm wrong all the time. Ivano, HG. Good morning, HG. I hope you're doing well. Brian, Scampy, Don, Rebecca, John, Scotty, Chris, Ray. Good morning, Ray. Everybody's in the house. Good morning, everybody. We'll be starting in just a few minutes. Hey, Sharab. Good morning, Sharab. Jeremiah's in the house. Good morning. Now, folks, just FYI, let me give you a link to the VIP room. Now, do you guys want me to tell you what I'm going to be covering in the VIP room today? Does anybody care? Let's see. All right. So I'm going to talk about Are you ready for this? I'm going to talk about how day trading changed over the last 20 years, market internals, VOLD, ADD, tick, and VIX, how they're important to day trading, key levels that we use in AutoZone Pro and why the market respects them, and how they're based on market internals, volatility, and volume, and not just price. When to use the left side and when to use the right side. Trading options versus trading futures and versus trading the underlying asset. Huh? Do you guys like that? How do you like them apples? So if you're interested in day trading, stocks, options, indexes, today is the day, and we're going to talk about the AlphaZone Pro. Does that sound reasonable to everybody, or does anybody have any objections? How day trading has changed, the structure of day trading, how it changed in the last 20 years, market internals, why they're so important to day trading and swing trading, actually. Key levels for AutoZone Pro and why market respects them, when to use the left side, when to use the right side, options, using options to day trade versus using E-minis versus using the underlying. All right, here is the link for that. All right. All right. Nobody's got any problems with that. And let me now give you a link to Customer Service Live. Okay. So that Cam and Gustavo can educate you on all the goodies. All right. We still have a pretty low room. We'll get the room bigger in a minute, but I'm going to start right now. Good, good. Kirk is here. John is here. Hopium is here. HG likes it. Jeremiah is good with it. Ivano likes it. Richard likes it. Dave likes it. All right. We have a lot to talk about today. So before we get into anything, what are the catalysts? What are the catalysts? What are the catalysts, I tell you? Remember, I always start with the catalyst. We do the exact same thing every day here. That's right. Refresher course. Thank you, Richard. It'll be a lot of fun. I'm sure folks will like it. So where's the beef today? Where's the catalyst? And by the way, let me know if this shirt is a little too much for the video screen, or if it's too bright and a little distracting. I don't know. To me, it looks like I could be a little bit too much today with the shirt. Maybe it is a little too loud. Let me know if it's a little too loud. Okay, so let's see here. Richard. I like when Richard Feinberg, he puts them all together. He takes this really seriously. Trump tariffs, PPI, also employment data. Mining style led the decline. Oracle, yes. Oracle. Retail, yes. Somebody actually got OXM. Richard, you're getting it, Richard. Shirt is okay. All right. No, Anukumar, Adobe doesn't come out till after the market closes. Look, folks, let me show you. Look, all you have to do is go right here and type. I did this morning because I wasn't sure. I didn't want to make an ass out of myself. So I went here. Look, after market closes, AMC, like the movie theater, AMC. So if this says AMC, that means after the market closes. That means it's going to be a catalyst for today. Versus Oracle. Look, folks, really, I do this every day. By now, you guys should have it straight. See, already passed, next earnings date, 11, doesn't say after market closed. The market's up 9, it's up 9 points. That's a catalyst. By the way, Richard, did you get that one? Let's see what Richard, I like Richard's catalysts. PPI, Oracle, let's see. Let me compare mine to yours, Richard, because I think you might have gotten all of them. No, the bond market was not a catalyst, and it happened already yesterday during market hours. If anything happens during market hours, it's not a big deal. Let's see. Where's my... Yeah, we do have bond auctions today, possibly bond auctions. All right, I did miss that one. In squeeze strategy, we'll see how two indicators can advise stocks post to pop. Good. Good job, Richard. So let me tell you what my catalysts are. Okay? I have them written down right here. You can probably see them, actually. I don't know if you could see them or not. Right there. PPI I didn't write a job report, but obviously job report. If it's over two, if it's climbing up, if it's starting to creep above 243, I think last week's tariffs threat again, Trump. The whole. We don't need to rehash this. We all know what it is. Middle East, Middle East. I got the Middle East here. Oracle retail for the right reason for the run to OXM. He's right. India, Boeing, India. Did any of you? Yes, India. Carlos, you got it right. Carlos, that's my last one right there. Right there. Boeing, right here. Boeing, BA, India, right there. Again, I don't want to lie to you and tell you I didn't put bond auction here because that's more during the session today. Um, that actually happens later. But yes, technically the bond auction is a catalyst. Yes. So I did miss that one, and you guys got it right. So let's see here. Yeah, inflation, retail. No, Richard actually got it right. Richard actually got it right, except I think Richard missed the airplane crash. Let me see. I'm just looking back at what Richard says. USA PPI data, Europe travel, you got that. Yeah, well, that's more of like the Middle East thing. Oracle earnings, OXM, yes. You missed, Richard, you missed Middle East, but I think the European travel is the Middle East. The heightened political, I think what you mean by that. But the airline crash is a catalyst. Okay, it is a catalyst. Okay, I'm not seeing Apple or Amazon above or below 1%, and I'm not seeing any catalyst for Tom. Tom, why do you think Amazon and Apple is a catalyst, or you're saying it's not a catalyst? Look, Richard got it right. Why mess around? Richard got it right. He got everything except India, and I think he meant travel to Europe. I think he meant the Middle East. Which I just called it the heightened sensitivity in the Middle East. I think he's calling it travel to Europe. But the only one he didn't get is India. And I was surprised, Richard. I was surprised that you got. I was actually pretty impressed that you got OXM. Good job, Richard. Good job. Good job. Good job, Richard. It was Boeing. Yeah, Boeing crash, India. It's obviously going to be a catalyst. Okay, it's obviously going to be a catalyst. You guys did a great job on those, and obviously we're all going to be tuning in for the PPI and the jobless claims. Now, just heads up. Last time I was right. It was actually 147, and the consensus 143. Okay, I had it backwards. So here's what I'm going to tell you guys. If this number starts moving up, 275, 265, above 250, the Fed is going to start talking about it. Well, I'll tell you who's going to start talking about it. President Trump is going to start talking about it because he's going to use it as a means. Hey, the Fed now needs to lower rates. Unemployment's going higher. But if this could have been just a one-time thing, it happened before in the last 5 years. It went one time or twice to 250 or 260, and then it just went right back to the 220, 230 level. This is the average. And if we stay at the moving average, we're fine. If we start really moving above 250, it'll be something to talk about. Okay? Just FY. John, Russia has been hitting civilian targets every day now for the last 4 years or 3 years. That's not a catalyst for the market today. A catalyst is something that wasn't around yesterday, that we didn't know that the market is going to appraise into its value. Okay? All right. Let's continue, please. Crude oil, as a result of the Middle East debacle, crude oil is higher. I was wrong. I thought we were going to stay here. We're actually higher right now. We may start looking to buy crude oil because you could see we're breaking out above this line, and we actually back tested it this morning, as you could see right here. We back tested this line this morning. So if we don't go lower, and I'll give it a day or two, if we don't go lower and if we start consolidating here, there's a chance we'll break out because, look, the trend line has been broken. And it happens to be right above the 200-day moving average. Tom, I think that's the reaction of Amazon and Apple because of where the market is right now, but that's not a major cat. Let me ask you, Tom, is there anything new with Amazon and Apple this morning that we didn't know last night? That's the question you want to ask yourself. Is there anything new with Amazon or Apple that's happening right now that we didn't know during at 3:59 yesterday in the afternoon? Can somebody answer that question? Because that's really what we're talking about, right? Right? Right, Tom? And I'm not picking on you. I'm just maybe there is something that I'm not aware of. But if there's something, is there anything new that's material to the market from Apple and Amazon that we did not know at 3:55 last night, 3:59 last night? Please tell me if there is, because then it would be a catalyst. But I don't see anything on Amazon and Apple. Do you? Let me know, please. It has to be something that we didn't know yesterday, Tom. So please, if there is something, I really like to know because it is a major catalyst if there is something, and maybe I'm missing it. So please let me know. Yeah, Cam, I just finished watching it last weekend. It was excellent. It was excellent. It was really, really good. By the way, remember, we now have a lot more people in the room. So let me just say it one more time. There was nothing about Amazon or Apple on bar chart this morning, and I'll go through bar chart in a minute. So, folks, VIP room today. The gloves are coming off. The gloves are coming off. Okay. Why is the gloves coming off? Let me tell you what I'm going to be talking about in the VIP room today. How day trading changed in the last 20, 30 years, market internals, and why they're so darn important to day trading and swing trading. Key levels of AlphaZone Pro and why the market respects them, why we have to use things based on market internals and not just price, when to use the left side, when to use the right side, and trading options versus trading futures versus trading the underlying. Do you guys want to miss that? No, you don't. Here's the link for that. VIP room, VIP room. And there's the link. Please, please, please don't miss out on that. And let me give you a link to Customer Service Live where you go to set everything up. Okay? And I got a little surprise for all of you. So don't you dare go anywhere. So crude oil, this is by the way, this is inflationary, but it's not recessionary, which is positive. But this is because of the turmoil we're having in the Middle East right now. I still don't have any energy stocks that I'm aware of on my hit list, but I do have Caterpillar on my hit list, which is industrial. But we're going to watch this really carefully. Hey, Dave. Good morning. Good morning to you. Folks, remember, big, big day in the VIP room today. Don't miss out. And also Customer Service Live. Again, here's the link for VIP room. The last thing you want to do is miss out on my VIP room today. And by the way, Matt is back. He went to the doctor. He has a mild concussion. He's got some compression. I don't know what he's going to do, but he will be at the office today. I'll be at the office today. I'm going to be leaving to go to the office in about 40 minutes. Hey, Laura. Good morning. Julio, good morning. All right. Don't forget my VIP room. All right. US dollar. What's the US dollar doing? It's breaking down. Why is the US dollar breaking down? Because our president is not giving us any certainty regarding tariffs. We agreed with China. We agreed to agree on something that we agreed on before, and now Harvard students are back in Harvard because it's not an emergency to bring Chinese people here, but it was 2 weeks ago. This is just all a bunch of bullshit, okay? But it doesn't really matter. What isn't bullshit is that U.S. dollar is coming down. The U.S. dollar is not buying anything, any of this stuff. And if U.S. dollar can't get it up, it's going to be a big, big problem because why would folks want to put their money into America if the U.S. dollar is the weakest currency? Thanks, Tom. He'll be there today. You can ask him for an update. So, and again, I'm not trying to get political here. I'm just explaining that the U.S. dollar is not buying. We need certainty. All we're doing is just pushing uncertainty. And by the way, I hate to say I told you so, but didn't I tell you that they're going to just keep pushing it 90 days back, 90 days back, 90 days? They're just going to keep pushing it. That's what they're doing. Yes, US dollar has been below par, but now it's breaking down. And we now, if you look on a weekly basis, we have a triangle here, and we're breaking down this triangle. It's not, this is very bad. Uh, very, very bad. This is very, very bad. This is a very bad sign. Thank you, Dr. Serena. We really appreciate you here. Bond market. What's the bond market doing? Bond market's actually going higher. This is investors taking money, folks, out of stocks and putting them into the bond market. This is called flight to quality. This is not bonds going higher because interest rates are going lower. This is flight to quality. See crude oil going up. This is inflationary. This is flight to quality. In order for the bond market to get higher, we need to go a little bit more. We got to get past these levels. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 levels here. We need to get above these levels. We haven't got above these levels yet. The market would pop big time. Cam, if it was taken out of Trump's hands, it would be huge. Do stocks have to go back? Stocks don't have to go. Do stocks have to go back because dollar's going down? It just depends on the stocks. No. It creates uncertainty. You could see exactly what the US dollar is doing. Gold. I remember somebody telling you that I am still bullish on gold, and I'm going to be bullish on gold till we get to about the high 3,400, these levels right here. Basically the upper end of this range. Do you guys remember me telling you that? Like 150 times? Don't liquidate here. And if we can get above this red line right here, which is at 3406, which is just a hair above where we're at right now, I would actually be going long again. I would be going long gold if we can get above the current resistance, which is right at 3414. 3410, 3414. And I would be taking profit right at the edge of this line at about 34. Oh, God, this makes it really difficult to move. Right here at about 3450, 3470, right here. I don't think we're going to go higher just yet. But could the flight to quality actually also be a hedge that the Fed might lower rates versus no? No. They're not low. No, I don't think so. You're welcome, HG. Can you get can consensus on? Yeah, it's an agreement to agree on an agreement that they agreed to agree in the past to agree in the future. It's nothing, folks. It's not something binding. I want you to understand. These are contracts. This is not a binding contract. This was just a quickie to get folks back into Harvard and to kind of cool off things. This is not a deal. We don't have a deal with anybody. Okay? And by the way, I'm going to make a prediction for you. You know the July 9th deadline? It's going to be pushed back another 90 days. Yes, we haven't agreed to anything. We agreed to agree. China's cooling off a little bit. I think the 8-day will hold here, but we'll keep it quiet. We'll keep an eye on it. And Bitcoin's at the 8-day EMA. Now, remember what I told you the other day. I said Bitcoin can start going back up here, or it can pull back to the 8-day EMA. My suggestion, if you want to go long Bitcoin, that's fine. Very small position size. When do you increase your position size? When we go above this level right here. Now, why doesn't it want to draw a line for me? I protest. Right here, 87.13. So I give you permission to start little buying right here. Very little. Just dip your toe in the water, because if we break this level, you're going to get out with a stop loss. So buy a little bit here if you haven't bought already, and then start adding at 80 when we're above 87.13. Don't add any right now. Okay? Yes, they're close to a deal. They're going to be close to a deal for the next 10 years. All right. Let's put everything together and then break it back down again. And by the way, we have a report coming out in a few minutes so far. So far, the bond market's holding steady, holding steady. QQQ, not really doing much of anything right now, but TLT holding steady. I'm gonna get tired of saying I gotta get a shirt that says, I hate to say I told you so. That's right, Gustavo. That's right. All right. So concerns around U.S. trade policy and escalating geopolitical tension weighted on sentiment. Investors are waiting the release of PPI data. President Trump heightened trade uncertainty with comments that he plans to impose unilateral tariffs on dozens of U.S. trade partners within 2 weeks. He's not going to do any such thing. An escalation tension in the Middle East weighted on investors' sentiment. This is what I was talking about with. I think this is what I think this is what Richard was talking about when he was talking about travel to Europe. I think more of Middle East thing, but I got it, Richard. Good enough, close enough. You really did. You were really doing great with these catalysts, Richard, from Puente Gorda. Um, so yeah, this is what's causing crude oil. This is the crude oil rally right here. You see this? This is this catalyst right here. See, we can sometimes identify exactly what's happening as a result of these catalysts. This right here is causing energies to rise right now. Okay. Most Magnificent Seven retreated, but there was no catalyst for them. They were part of the dump. Steel stocks also slumped. I told you they were a catalyst yesterday. I told you they were a major catalyst yesterday. Lockheed Martin fell more than 4%. U.S. Air Force reduced its 35 aircraft by Congress in half. Um, that's not here nor there. Warner Brothers climbed 5%. What did they do? I'm always curious. I'm a movie fan. I'm a TV and a movie buff, so I'm always curious to see what they're doing. Climbed at the top percentage gainer. Said it may purchase more than its bond and announced buyback. That's very good for the company. PPI, CPI. I don't want to go over CPI because we already went over CPI yesterday at length. It was actually really good. Yes, airlines down pre-market, of course, Richard, because of and airlines are very related to each other. And also airlines are down because crude oil is up and because there's global tension. Whenever there's global tension, whenever you see something like this, there's good airlines are going to be down. So Richard, you're right again. You know, Richard, you've gotten a lot better since you started coming here. I got to be honest with you. Don't forget, folks, VIP room today at noon, a big reveal. Big reveal. And also, don't forget customer service live. When you get frustrated, don't send emails to Uncle Roger. Visit customer service live instead. That should be a promo cam. When you're nervous, scared, and pissed off, don't call Uncle Roger. Call Cam. All right. Like an ad from Better Call Sal. Remember that show, Better Call Sal? CPI right here. Come on, I got to have a little fun with you guys. Yes, Krish. We covered that about 20 minutes ago. RJ, we covered that about 20 minutes ago. You guys are about 20 minutes late to the party. We're pricing in a 100% chance that they're not going to do anything with rates. We got PPI coming out in about a minute. I'm keeping my eye on the bond market. The expectations for PPI and jobless claims too. The expectations, this is what I'm concerned about right here. These are the only numbers I'm concerned about, by the way. Okay, these are the numbers that I'm concerned about. Yes, stock buyback is good. The bond market is going up. The bond market is going up. The bond market is going up, or trying to go up at least. Survey says no number there. Survey says should have been a game host. Nothing there. Anybody have the numbers for me? Let's see. SPY is moving nowhere. QQQ is moving nowhere. SMH is moving nowhere. TLT is moving up like it did yesterday. I'm assuming the number's really good. Not good for Trump, but good for Powell. But let's take a look. We'll know in a minute. Okay. 2.6, not good. Well, consensus is 2.6. I guess that's what's been baked in. Not fantastic. Let's look at X food and energy. That's what I want to know. This is the main number right here. Right here. Let's see what the number is. Hey, look at this. X food and energy, 2.7. So 2.4, 2.6, but they were expecting 2.6. One more left to go. One more left to go right here. Let's see. Jobless 248, that's fine. Jobless is good. Yep, 2.6, 2.7. The number's fine. The number's not bad. There's nothing crazy happening. Let's get my not really a big move at all. Not really a big move at all. Not nearly like yesterday. Okay, now we're coming off. Let's see how the SPY's doing. SPY is coming up a little bit. SMH is coming off. There we go. There we go, SMH. Oops. So definitely not bearish. The news is definitely not bearish. SMH is having a nice move right here. Very, very nice. So jobless claims. Let's see here. Let's see what we got. This number's not bad at all. This one is what I care about right here. This one's what I care about right here. X food and energy year over year. But so far, the markets are liking this number. So I'm going to assume it's okay. No update yet. Jobless claims. This is fine. This is nothing. Look at the average. They were expecting 235 to 250. They got 240. We're back. We're coming back down. Last week, 247. Now 240. Now, no soup. No soup. No soup. And bond market is now getting rid of all these gains. Now we're back to where we started. Remember, the bond market is what drives stocks. And we're back to where we started. Dow Jones, no, we're back to where we started. QQQ, kind of back to where we started. SPY, back to where we started. MAGS, a little stronger. No effect. No effect on the market. Okay, let's continue our spiel. Europe is down over 1%. Warning, Europe is down over 1%. Heightened trade tension, geopolitical. That's a double whammy right there. Travel mining stocks led the decline. President Trump said he plans to impose unilateral test. Yeah, I'll see it when I believe it. China closed just above the flat line today as uncertainty surrounding China trade tension. Technology stocks led the decline on Thursday. China, lower. Earlier this week, U.S. and China, yesterday, they agreed on a framework to ease trade tension. Under the agreement, they'll remove export restrictions on rare earth minerals while U.S. reinstate Chinese. I don't know how preventing Chinese students from Harvard is a national emergency, but I'm sure somebody could figure that one out. Japan closed lower today, snapping a 4-day winning streak. President Trump said he would set unilateral tariff rates within 2 weeks. Bullshit. Auto stocks fell on Thursdays. The Japanese yen straightened on haven demand, which appeal boosted by Trump tariff comments, geopolitical tension. Okay. Catalysts for today, we got Boeing, airline crashed in India. We got Oxford Industries. Richard got this right here. The sound is here. We got sound. GameStop, this is not really anywhere near nor here, and Oracle could be positive for software stocks. Datadog is too small. It's not gonna impact stocks too much, but it may embolden Oracle and networking stocks. So look for soft tech to be better off today. All right, mega caps just gapped up here really nicely. Let's look what bond market's doing. Bond market's not doing anything, which means stocks will not do anything. Let's see if SMH is coming off. Yeah, it is. Dow a little bit higher. No, it's looking pretty good. Yeah, a little bit. A little bit. Okay. Now, let's talk business here. What have I been telling you for the last since Friday of last week? What have I been telling you for the last 6 days? Come on, guys, it's time to wake up. What have I been telling you about the last 6 days? Ringo, are we talking about stocks of the year right now? Or do you think you could send me an email? Or is that relevant right now? How about we talk about things that are relevant to us trading this morning? Okay, HG, what did I say about the 8-day EMA? Let me ask you a question, guys. How many times did I say that? How many times did I say that? Looks like people are actually paying attention. Yes, that's right. Now, how long ago have I been saying it? Every day. Too many to count. How many times did I post my Picasso drawings? How many times did I say it? A million times. Now, has anybody else been saying it? Yes, since last week. Well, guess where we're at right now? Guess where we're at right now, folks? Ta-da! I can even make it bigger if you want. That's the 8-day EMA. Look, the market touched the 8-day EMA. Oh, and it's starting to rally from it. Oh my goodness gracious. Who could have seen that coming? Let's go here. Let's see. Let's go back to my Telegram channel here. It's a great picture of Harry, by the way. Hey, look at this. June 11th. Look. Isn't this something? I have a little X here by the 8-day EMA. Um, let's see. Let's go back a little further. 8-day EMA. Look at this. 8-day EMA on mags. Imagine that. 8-day EMA again. You got to at least admit I've been pretty damn consistent. Let's go back again. So see how many. Oh my goodness. Again. And again and again and again and again and again and again and again. See, the thing about this is I didn't tell you about this morning. I told you we're going to do exactly this. Did I not say it? Anybody else been telling you that for the last several days? Well, we've touched the 8-day EMA. Congratulations. Oops. Oh, what happened? My computer froze. 1 second. Give it a second. Let it unfreeze. Give it a second. I don't know why it's happening, but huh. Let me just get rid of this thing here. Okay. Okay, let's go QQQ. Nope. Hey, look at this. Look at QQQ. It's still stuck. Yeah, it's still stuck. Look at QQQ. Oh, I did, Jeff. I did. There it is. It touched it, it went below it, and now it's above it. Let's see if it'll do it in the day session. How about SMH? Almost there. Not quite, but almost there. We need to, during the day session, we need to make friends with the 8-day EMA. See, the funny thing is, it's still working. Let me just give it the 3 fingers. Hold on. Put my task manager on and there we go. 8-day EMA. Yeah, the app crashed. Okay. 8-day EMA. We're at the 8-day EMA. We got to become friends with the 8-day EMA and possibly consolidate here before going further, or at least touch this area. Capiche? All right. Let's look at mags again to see where they're at right now. See, it's fun and games, but nobody talks about these things. But look where mega caps are. We're at the 8-day EMA. Hey, Gerald, how are you? Sometimes it does that. Okay, so now we're gonna evaluate and see what we should be buying or what we shouldn't be buying because we're at the 8-day EMA. Now let's look at momentum levels. I want to show you something interesting. We have 212 stocks making 20-day highs. Yesterday we had 402 stocks making 20-day highs. Thank you, John. 402 stocks, and now we have 212. Do you remember what I told you about the 90-day breakout yesterday? We had 106, and I said we're getting 100 is not enough. This has to be close to 200. Right now, it's less than 100. Do we have upside momentum right now? No, we don't. We have no momentum to the upside. And what about downside? 16 stocks, 24 stocks. Where are we right now? In a very, very precarious position where the longs are cooling off a little bit, but the shorts are not biting yet. What does that mean? That means we may be consolidating near the 8-day. By the way, I want to see what that number was right here. Hey, the number's good. PPI was good. PPI was good. We beat this one. We beat this one. And we beat this one. We beat all the numbers. PPI, there's zero chance that the Fed is going to bend over. Zero chance. Employment is good and unemployment is fine. We're below the average. And we're not even like, I mean, to go from 220,000 to 240,000 or even 250 is not a big deal. And the number was great. The economy is still doing well. There's nothing bad here. Sharab, you've been asking me the same thing for 5 years. Stop spamming me already. You've been a member of us forever. Call customer service. All right. So let's continue. We only have 45% of stocks trading above the 200-day moving average. We have 75% of stocks trading above the 50-day moving average. What does that mean? That means in the short term, we've moved up too fast. And foundationally, we're still weak. Now, I'm going to have to repeat this maybe 5 times to sink into your skulls. So I'm going to say this again. In the short term, we're overextended to the upside. In the long term, we don't have a strong foundation. Do you see that? over 200%. This is foundational strength, only 45% of stocks. On the shorter term, we're overextended. So it's giving us an appearance that the market's doing really well, but there's not that many stocks that are doing well. Capiche? Narrow momentum. This is narrow momentum. Narrow momentum always leads us vulnerable. How do we know that? Well, we could see right here. We only have 92 stocks making 90-day highs. We're getting deeper in. How about sector strength? Well, this is going to be an interesting one. Energy, that's defensive. Healthcare, that's defensive. But we're still looking okay here. But notice something. Let me go back 1 week. Semiconductors, technology, QQQ. Look where QQQ is right now. It was over here. It's now down here. Do you think speculative stocks are going to lead? No. No. Chips are still looking good, but all the other soft tech is not. And you've got healthcare. You've got Dow Jones. Blue chips are now coming up. Look where Dow Jones was a week ago. Right here. Look where Dow Jones is today. Going up. Blue chips are going down. Tech is going down. Blue chips are starting to come up. Remember I told you we're going to get fragmented. We're going to start getting more blue chippy here and technology is going to come down. Look at consumer discretionary. Oh God, my dogs are going so crazy. It's painful. Consumer discretionary is down here. Financials down here. Financials not going up. QQQ's in the bottom half now. Mid caps are down here now. Russell is up here. They should be moving the same way. By the way, I wanted to show you something on the Russell. What happened when the Russell hit the 200-day moving average? What happened when the Russell hit the 200-day moving average? Can we get any bullish love if we don't break the 200-day moving average? No. Too much, too fast. Too much, too fast. Okay. No, the SPY is nowhere near there. The SPY is, look. SPY is almost at all-time highs, but it's got to bounce on the 8-day EMA and see if this bounce goes. I want to make sure we don't break lower than today's low. I want to make sure that we break tomorrow higher than today's high. Okay, we're still trending here, but I'm seeing fragmentation, and that's causing me to, we may be consolidating here for a few days. Okay. All right. Basically pull back to the 8-day EMA. I wish there was something new that I could tell you that I haven't been telling you, but pretty much my message for today is, I hate to say I told you so, but I told you so. Down on all counts today. Down on all counts. I really don't like the US dollar breaking down, and it's breaking down further right now, by the way. Okay. Folks, is this helpful to you? Is this keeping you out of trouble? If you would have listened to me the last 5 days and not gotten long, or at least scalped the longs like we've been doing, you would have been out of trouble completely. Let me give you stocks that I'm looking at for today. CPB, first time we're ever talking about CPB and Clorox here to the short side. We've never talked about CPB and Clorox to the short side. Have you tried earmuffs to block your dog? It's all right. Basically, I'm fearful that it bothers you guys, but it doesn't really bother you guys. It just bothers me. So as long as I could, tune it out, it's all. And they do it like for a minute every hour, so it's not that bad. Again, my main concern is that it doesn't bother you. I was working from home yesterday because Matt was getting checked by the doctor, and I had the gardeners up front, and it got to a point where I couldn't even hear myself talk. And I asked you guys if it's bothering you, and you were like, no, we can't hear anything. So as long as it doesn't bother you, it doesn't bother me. If it starts bothering you, you got to let me know. I could change the mic to a dynamic mic. This is a condenser mic, so it really picks up everything, but my room is shielded. So it sounds really good, but if I have to switch to dynamic, I will. Just let me know if the noise bothers you, okay? So far, the feedback I've been getting is it doesn't bother anybody, okay? RJ, we don't talk about trades we do in the pit here, okay? We don't do that. Uh, Short stocks, UNFI, PRMB, below the 200 here. By the way, there's not a lot of stocks to the downside, so I think we may have a little bit of this today. We have to break. This has to break. This bell ring has to break this level right here. 59.80. It has to bring. I would put an Richard. I would put an alert here at below 59.80. I'm talking to all of you. I just know Richard likes to set alerts, so I'm being personal. NSP, first time I've ever given you this stock. Not. This is an interesting one. GIII. Apparel stocks are in the crapper right now. I don't see one reason to buy any consumer stocks right now. Bro, just so much uncertainty with China. Nice volume yesterday. We need to see follow through to the downside here. T-Mobile, that's a new one. That is a new one on my list from yesterday. Now, I'm not joking at all. I'm serious. Ringo, I don't do special favors here, but I will if I have a second. I'm pretty late for work. T-Mobile. I'm going to circle it. By the way, I'm having a great session with you guys this morning. What a nice session. That's very nice short right now. Very nice short. You want me to look at DEC? All right, I'll look at your two stocks real quick. DEC and INCY. DEC looks like, Richard, it looks like it's setting up for a very nice A-line. Here. A-line, DEC. DEC, you got a nice little A-line. What I would want to see, Richard, I'm glad you brought this up, actually. I want to see us break this level right here. We need to break this level, Richard. 103.27. What was the other one? INCY. I really don't have a lot of time. No, we would never short this. Now, see, okay, Ringo, you're losing credibility with me. If you're pointing a stock like this, it means you're not paying attention to anything I'm saying. So that's it. No more good faith for you. Richard keeps getting good faith because I could tell he's paying attention. Yeah, I am going to talk about Palantir when it's on my watch list. So I will talk about stuff. But we don't have Palantir anymore. Of course I could talk about Palantir. Victor, keep paying attention and you will know what A-lines are. But DEC is definitely setting itself up to be a nice A-line to the short side. Maybe a good bear call spread trade today. Maybe a good bear call spread trade today. Thank you, Richard. I appreciate it. Folks, can everybody tell Ringo before we move on why INCY is a shitty short? Can anybody explain to him? I gave you INCY for a short, Ringo? I gave it to you for a long, not for a short. We're going through shorts right now. I gave it to you on the long side, not the short side. Long side, not the short side. I gave it to you right here. Right there. Long side, not short side. I'm going through short stocks right now. Now let's talk about long side stocks. If I'm giving short stocks, ask me about short stocks. If I'm looking at long stocks, ask me about long stocks. Exactly, Robert. Exactly. I sure as hell didn't give it to you for a short, Ringo. Guys, look. Why can't we short INCY? It's above the 200-day moving average. It's above the American flag. Only longs here, not shorts. Okay. TEM. Well, now we're talking about longs, Ringo. Ringo, the next time what you want to do is you want to put long next to it. Long. INCY, long, and a question mark. Capiche? Long. Otherwise, I'm going to think you're asking me about shorts. Palantir. We got a nice little gain on it yesterday in the pit. I love Palantir for a long right now. Looks very nice. It's probably going to hit the 8-day and come back up, but I like Palantir right now. Remember, I never give you day trades if I don't like them for swing trades. Disney. Disney looks like a good long. Visa and MasterCard both look good for longs. Netflix, I gave you a bonus yesterday on Netflix, and it went up 6 points after I gave it to you. Only if it starts going up above the 8-day EMA. If it doesn't trade above the 8-day EMA, it's no good. You should have pocketed some profit on this yesterday. Roblox. It went up 6 points. It went up to 12.26 yesterday. All right. Roblox. BWXT. Looks very nice. Caterpillar. Above the 200. Avis. CW. CLS. Notice tech stocks are not big on my list this morning. And last but not least, Dino. I've never traded this stock before. I'm not kidding. I've never traded this stock before, but it's breaking the 200 very nicely, actually. Okay. If you couldn't get filled, you couldn't get filled. Forget about it then. All right. Folks, today's session should have been called I Hate to Say I Told You So. Oh, God, I save you guys so much money if you listen to me. Okay, VIP room. What's on the agenda in VIP room? How day trading has changed in the last 20 years. Market internals, why they're so important. Key levels on the AlphaZone Pro. Why the market respects them. When to use the left side, when to use the right side. And then VOLD, SPY options, futures, and when to trade the underlying. Pretty good agenda, right? Do you guys like to day trade? Then you guys definitely want to check it out. You definitely want to check it out. Jeff says, save us money on one end and make us money on the other. That's my job. I got to get to work. Folks, be careful today, and let me show you why. We are at the 8-day moving average. What you want to do is you want to wait for us to touch it or break it during the day session. It has only touched it during the pre-market session. As far as the day session is concerned, this is what we look like right now. I hope you're paying attention to what I'm saying right now. This is how we looked yesterday. The day session hasn't started yet. All of this buffoonery you're seeing right here is based on the overnight session. The day session hasn't started yet. I want the day session to open, and I want it to touch the 8-day EMA, and then I want it to bolt higher off the 8-day EMA. Much like what we're seeing here, I want to see this at 10 o'clock. I want to see this picture at 10 a.m. This will be erased at 9:30, and it'll start like this. I want to see this picture at 10 o'clock. I want us to flirt with the 8-day EMA, and then I want us to key off of it really hard. If we don't key off of it really hard, we're going to go below the 8-day EMA. I would start looking at defensive stocks right now, which is exactly what I'm looking at right now. And by the way, Palantir is a defensive stock. It's a military stock. And it does well when Middle East doesn't do well. And I would want to see this go up, or if it starts going down, forget about it. Then we want to wait for it to start going up again. We want to start going long when we see the 8-day EMA cross from below the 8-day to above the 8-day. Will I be telling you all this in real time? What the hell do you think? What else am I going to be doing? All right. I hope each and every one of you has been paying attention, and I hope that every one of you sees the value of what I've been doing, because I've been telling you since this day right here, this cannot go very far till we go back to touch the 8-day MA, and here we are. All right, last time, VIP room link. That's what I was expecting to see, Kevin. Hey, good job, Kevin. Good job. And don't forget, Customer Service Live, the Cam and Gustavo show. Also, I got a little surprise for you. Hold on, don't you go anywhere. I got a little surprise for you. See, and anybody who is not here is going to miss it. I get a little surprise for you. I got a lot of emails. That's what I got. Look at all these emails I just got in the last half hour. I get a lot of emails. But, 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 somebody by the name of Dave Elsey sent me something really cool yesterday. Send me my a stock plan, and I'm going to open it with a Google's Doc right now, and I'm going to give it to you because this summarizes a lot of what I teach you. Would you guys like it? Would you guys like this? Here. Thank you, Dave, for sharing this plan. All right. I just posted it again, and I'm going to post it in the Telegram channel. Trading plan based on what I teach. His name is David. Hold on a second. Elsie. And I wanted to thank him publicly for taking the time to do this for all of you. There you go. And I'll also repost this in the Slack, in the other channel too. I'm going to forward this to the Pit channel too. Okay? That should be enough. There you guys go. So thank David, guys. He did a great job. I'm going to work, and then I'll respond to all of your emails. Please be cautious today. I've got only 20 emails to get through before I'm back to normal. I'll see you guys later, and have a fantastic, beautiful day today. I'll see you all in the VIP room for the day trading class. Bye, everybody. Stay out of trouble, folks. Be careful going long speculative stocks right now. Be very, very cautious. I'm watching you. I'm